Dinosaur movies are a subgenre that's both expansive yet small, because while there's not as many of them as there are shark movies, there's still a surprising amount of them, but they're often cheap made-for-TV garbage that only looks good on the poster, leaving very few options left. But this one not only has cool posters, but several names depending on what country you're in, so that means it's gotta be good, right? Let's just get into it. The film begins with just, the worst-looking raptor. Hey, at least this film doesn't beat around the bush, but rather eat around the bush. I'm sorry.
Great spirit, praying for a better life for us.
Hey, sorry, could you turn the music up? I could almost actually hear what she was saying. Either way, this raptor just comes out of the blue killing this lady, who's later revealed to be the main character's mom. Alright, wish we didn't immediately see what the dinosaur looks like, ruining the surprise, but at least this film makes sure you know how bad it looks and how bad of a financial choice purchasing this film was early on. We then meet Dr. Kane, this film's Wish version of Dr. Hammond, or Dr. Wu. I guess both in a way. He's the one responsible for the raptors being born in, whatever this thing is. I guess a megalosaurus? Not a raptor, but okay. And we know he's responsible because the film shows us, removing any sort of mystery. I get this is a shitty low-budget dinosaur movie, but can you at least make the shitty low-budgetness of it a mystery? Dr. Kane reminisces about something. Again, we can't hear anything. However, what I can hear is Dr. Kane talking about his marriage problems. Don't know why I chose this as his audience, but okay. We then meet our main character, Abby Whitecloud, but I'll just call her Abby. She's the one whose mother died in the opening and has to work for this pig named Billy Wayne, who's running for mayor. How do we know? You'll see. Apparently he gave her an actual tablecloth to wear because that's what this is. Okay. We then meet some other characters, Sheldon and Lucas wearing full skiing gear for some reason. This is Texas, not Alaska, you dumb shit. And I guess the teacher's talking about something vaguely relating to the movie's themes about messing with nature and survival of the fittest, although that gets ruined later on, so it doesn't really matter, and just, this is a dumb movie that doesn't bother, so yeah. And screw having more than 1 minute of plot development, we're back with Abby, who gets a ride with Dr. Kane, and I guess the framing is supposed to make me believe it's because of her outfit. Lord knows I don't need to know what country girl kink this old dude has. However, he's helpful to her, even picking up Rocket Raccoon as a snack. Haha, wait, what? Cut back to Sheldon and Lucas, who show Sheldon his car with, Redditor in there. Okay. Lucas tells Sheldon the amazing name he has bestowed upon himself, the Titty Man, which is funny because he never actually sees any titties throughout this film, only someone in a bra. What the hell was that evil-ass laugh? We meet Billy, the owner, and of course he's nasty as shit, both clothing-wise and mentality-wise, and he smokes a cigar like he's Andrew Tate. Top-tier characterization. This is a physical manifestation of a Rob Zombie movie. Absolutely filthy.
Go on now, boy.
Yeah, go on, before I take off your cap and reveal a hairline somewhat more receded than mine. Abby arrives and gets ogled at by some older men, who by the time the film actually gets to the dinosaur stuff, will all disappear. We meet some more characters, not the last, but still. They're a band called Willie and the Willettes. Willie is very scary movie Ray levels of gay, where half of his dialogue is about how he's... And then the most Texan American casually pumps his shotgun. Nice. Very, very accepting people, you can see. The others are named Colleen and Josie, but don't expect much development. And there's more characters, Agent Logan and O'Reilly, who are special agents dealing with crazy monsters people tell them about. Like the X-Files, but bad. They learn about the killings in Fossil Ridge, since that's where the film takes place. Creative name. We cut back to the Willettes, who are actually the most entertaining bunch of the group, despite being blatant stereotypes. That's how low the bar is. But through the power of plot, both the Willettes and Sheldon's group have to stop at a gas station. The agents meet a lady who tells them about a horrific attack from earlier, and she picks up what looks to be a gold-plated piece of shit. Nice. She describes a giant 10-foot creature with strange footprints and gnarly teeth. So just the average dog once you name it Princess.
That doesn't look like any dog print I've ever seen.
It doesn't look like anything, to be honest. Maybe don't put your fake footprint so close to the water. Just looks like two people were making love and interlocked their hands on top of each other, not the footprint of a vicious raptor that murdered a lady. Anyways, Dr. Kane needs help with his gas, and Abby is forced to help by Billy Wayne. Although, to be fair, Dr. Kane does seem much nicer than him, besides all the killing from the raptors and the dinosaurs he created. He's just an old man with heart problems. The agents sign into a hotel and sleep, where they will do so for almost the entire rest of the movie. I guess when you get an actor like Lorenzo Lamas, who has a 2% chance of being recognized, his fee is just too damn high. But wait, the budget for this film is $3.5 million, which is higher than The Purge, which managed to have Ethan Hawke for almost the entire movie. Oh well, guess the dinosaur animatronics make up for it later. And skip some plot stuff, not very heavy on it. This is just characters stopping in the gas station and the special agents going to sleep and everyone meeting up in the gas station. Oh, and one of the Raptors is watching. Kind of forgot about it, besides killing Abby's mother. Didn't really play a big part in the movie up until this point. Just kind of there. Willie arrives, announcing himself as the drippiest man alive, immediately elevating the scene just a little bit.
Oh, this sounded so lucky. Oh, this sounded so lucky.
Why did that almost sound in sync with the music? Pretty cool, actually. Josie comes out as the three marvel over the recent discovery known as a woman. The Megalosaurus in Dr. Kane's Raptor Ranch, hence one of the names, causes Billy to explain what actually goes on. Actually, never mind, he doesn't do that. He just says they're all out of gas. He, however, mentions the possibility of man-eating emus. Huh. Thus, they're stuck, unless they want to siphon the gas out of any of the cars they find because no one's there. Abby goes to leave, but Sheldon convinces her to take him, Beast, who was the Redditor, and Colleen.
Yoo-hoo! Butterscotch.
Okay, we get it, you're gay. Actually, kind of want to try those applesauces, and he's gone. Thus, the group is off and encounters a CGI raptor on the same path, yet curiously, they just react as if they've heard it. Bizarre. However, they finally seem to realize there's one raptor that's been stalking them, and never mind, they just take this truck and nonchalantly drive away. They find Dr. Kane on the ground because of the heart problems from earlier. We finally realize why the CGI for the raptors has been so static. This one shot of a flamingo moving because Beast is high. Okay. Guess they spent all the budget on that? Don't know when that whole taking drugs happened thing, but whatever, let's keep moving and maybe we'll see dinosaurs for more than 2 seconds actually moving. We do actually see a snow leopard, I think, or maybe a bobcat. Damn, maybe stop wasting money buying exotic pets and maybe more in the CGI of this movie. It's like a lottery winner is managing the budget. Dr. Kane dies from his heart problems, and it actually sucks. He's the nicest character in the movie despite the murderous raptors he created. He isn't some weird perk, at least comparatively to the other old white men in this movie. B shows the others in raptors that are actually accurately sized, but they're babies, so never mind that.
Up at Old Man Kane's attic.
What kind of creepy shit?
Don't spaz out on me.
He quite calmly asked. Anyways, B starts flipping all the switches like a maniac, including one that literally says door. I don't know, must have thought it was the Roblox game or something. He flips more switches, including one called Beth, but there's 2 dinos, so which one's Beth? Beast gets eaten in a scene that's shot so poorly you would almost be forgiven if you forgot who's being chased by a dinosaur, let alone eaten by one. The gang leaves as they're chased by a T-Rex at a Raptor Ranch. Makes sense. They stop at Abby's place, the safest place, as they... I'm not really sure how to respond to that. He lasts all of 5 seconds before a T-Rex, I meant Raptor, breaks into the house, killing him and saving the teddy bear from getting wasted. How can you get enough money to destroy a house, but not enough to actually have the CGI dinosaurs in the same shot as humans for more than 20 seconds? They escape the house as Willie goes to the bathroom, and in a dinosaur movie, you know what that means, dead dog. I guess to be extra cliched for a horror movie, since Willie also dies. Great, now we're left with, nobody is the most interesting character. Oh, also, here's how you know Billy was running to be mayor. The poster in the bathroom, for some reason. Not like there'd be many people to vote, because later we see nobody lives in the town, or at least that one section that they have in the film that they can afford for like 10 minutes of the film before running to an abandoned factory. Because I guess the dinosaurs were just so expensive, they cost that $3 million, $3.5 million. Back with Lucas and Josie, because yeah, they left the fuck. They're still going after apparently 15 to 20 minutes of it. Seems that Josie enjoys it though, but maybe not giving head because, oh, she's dead. Nice to know the last thing she did was ride some dipshit with some skiing goggles. The rest of the group runs, and oh wow, the raptors are in the same shot as them. Also love how they're walking now when they're closest to the humans. The group hides in some tunnel for about 5 seconds before continually running away. They bicker about how if Sheldon didn't ask Abby to help, none of this would have happened. But there was already a raptor loose that would have likely killed her. She wouldn't have known, but still, kind of a pointless argument for the audience to hear. The group makes it back to the tour bus as they find Lucas in hysterics.
Looking turkey, ball-headed, long-snout monkey, ostrich bastards. We should really call somebody, bro.
Oh well, he composed himself quickly. They get in the tour bus, but remember that it didn't work before. I mean, we had a whole scene with everyone's car just not working, including the bus as well as, not a car, obviously. So yeah, it won't work. Why are you even trying? Oh, never mind, it works. Oh, never mind, it doesn't. The raptor shows up and starts messing around with the bus in a pretty decent scene, actually. Good practical effects, and it's something happening. Here's the question, though. Where are the townspeople? We saw like 10 of them earlier. Where did they go? Oh wait, it's like with the agents, out of this movie. But seriously, this is a good scene, at least compared to the other scenes. It's almost good even on its own, even if it is just a cheap ripoff of the paddock scene from Jurassic Park. They get inside a store, and I guess the Raptor can't open a door. The Raptor starts getting into a fight while Sheldon and Lucas talk, and Colleen figures out one of them is Megalosaurus. You know, stuff we already know. She's basically crazy and did drugs whenever Beast did too, so yeah, there's that. This film really lost it.
No. What? It says that it was probably a matriarch.
A matriarch?
Okay, Lucas is becoming my favorite. Please don't kill him, and he's dead. Eaten by a raptor and swallowed whole, so he's dissolving in there. Slowly. Painfully. Damn. The others wait around for a bit before Colleen just straight up fishes a raptor. So now they have a problem. Not like the dinosaurs already fighting wasn't enough of a problem, but okay. They all run to this abandoned factory for the climax. Bizarre choice, but it's about as desolate as everything else, so it's on theme. They get chased by the Megalosaurus as Colleen rides a bike. That was actually kind of funny. The Megalosaurus shows up and all of a sudden it's got white stripes. Wait, what? Wouldn't that take more effort? The design is already one color on the CGI version. Why is it now blue and white? Anyways, Colleen gets stepped on and so does Sheldon after the two talk, with him straight up admitting he's gotta die. Oh well, that's what you get for being named Sheldon. Abby gets chased by the Megalosaurus and the CGI almost looks competent for a second. She eventually traps the Megalosaurus as it shakes its head disapprovingly, suddenly aware of the fact it's in this film and is questioning its life choices. The Megalosaurus dies and the day is saved and the agents are awoken by the death. Huh, okay. They take Abby away and 1 year later she's dancing and oh my gosh, they finally got more than 2 extras! The film ends with the CGI raptor, meaning they didn't actually save the day as the one that killed her mom is still walking free, ready to be a shitty CGI model stuck with like 2 animations for the rest of eternity. Nice. And that was Raptor Ranch. Shit, obviously, but kind of fun. My favorite part was when young Sheldon was murdered. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.